Okay, so this is the question. What is the 1/3 point near x1 plus y1? Okay, let me say that this is my x1 and y1, and the other point that I have is x2 and y2. Okay, I have to find out 1/3 point near this x1 and y1, right? The first point. So let me divide this into 1 and 2, right? So this is 1, 2, and 3. These are equal portions, right? Let's assume that. Okay, so I basically have to drive a formula that will take me right here, right? 1/3 point near x1 and y1. Okay, all right. So for this, I can say that here, because I want to be near x1 and y1, I would say that x1 plus y1, this is where we are, and I want this distance, right? Because I want to be right here. So that would be 1/3, 1/3, right? Whatever the distance is, if I figure out the distance between these 2 points, x1 y1 and x2 y2. So I can do is x2 minus x1 and y2 minus y1, right? Let's combine all the x terms together. That would be x1 plus 1/3 x2 minus x1. Okay, this is my first term, and the other would be y1 plus 1/3 y2 minus y1, and the parentheses to avoid confusion. This will be, if I open the bracket, that will be 3x1 plus x2 minus x1 over 3, and the other one would be 3y1 plus y2 minus y1 over 3, right? So 3 minus 1 would be here, 3 minus 1 would be 2x1 plus x2 over 3, and the other one the term would be 2y1 plus y2 over 3. You see here, the emphasis is that here I have 2 and 2x1 and 2y1. Why? Because I need 1/3 point that is near this point. So when I drive the formula, it will also have 2 with x1 and 2 with y1, right? But if you want the 1/3 point that is near x2 and y2, then you'll put this 2 with x2 and y2 respectively, right? So let's say I have this point here 0 and 0, and the other point right here 0 and 6, right? And I have to find out 1/3 of a point near this point. I'll use the exact same formula. So let's plug in the values. This is the formula that I have. I just have to substitute. So 2x1, this is x1 and this is y1. This is x1 plus x2 is right here, which is 0 again, over 3, and the other one is 2y1. So this is y1, right? This is y1. So 0 plus y2 is 6 over 3. That will give me 0 for the first term, and you see 2 times 0 is 0, and 6 over 3, which is 2 for the second one. And you can see if I divide this thing into 3 equal parts, I'll get 0 and 2 here, 0 and 4 here, right? So the formula does indeed work. Okay, the important thing was that there is 2 with x1 and 2 with y1, because that's something, because we want the point to be near this value, right? x1 and y1.